Sharp Dreams vivid verse for the opening day Palisades turf sprint. First, just tell me how he's doing coming up to the race.
He's doing great. The little horse, we ran him on the dirt last time when it came off at the fairgrounds, which was probably a mistake, but you don't know until you try. But I expect him to return to his, turf sprinting form, and I think if he does, his numbers are competitive.
Yeah, he ran a couple of really impressive races previous to that last one down at the fairgrounds, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's a horse that's definitely going in the right direction, and I think he's most comfortable on the turf, and I think as long as we stick to that and don't waver from the plan, I think he'll continue to get better and better.
Have you been able to work him on the turf course here?
We haven't, no, but he's, he knows what turf's like, so he'll be fine when we lead him over.
What are your hopes for him for this year? What do you think his upside is?
There's a lot of opportunity for the straight 3-year-olds sprinting on the grass. They have the Churchill has a stake going 5/8, and Saratoga has one as well. So, there's some opportunities if you're a specialist at that distance and on the grass, and maybe get them up to New York going 3/4 or 7/8 on the turf. So,
ideally, how would you like to script the race for him?
It's a full field. We drew inside, which I think is probably a good thing in this field, especially with his stalking style. So it looks like there's plenty of speed, and Adam will work himself a trip out and hopefully save some ground and get clear when he needs to.
How's the stable set up for the spring meet?
It's great. Yeah, no, it's great. We're glad to be back home, and we had a good winter at the fairgrounds, but it's always nice to come home to Kentucky.
Tell me a little bit about Asm Biscuits. He's a guy that Kentucky fans didn't know a lot about until last spring, and really came on strong last spring.
Yeah, I mean, Adam and I have been friends for years, and he came over as an apprentice when I was with Stidham still, and we remained in contact, and he came over to ride for us, and has been riding first call for us for about a year and a half now, and he's expanded his business, and his agent Liz Morse has done a great job with getting his name out there, and he's definitely a young rider that's on the improve, and will ride any horse for anyone and give 110% every time, so that's really all you can ask for.
I would assume a young jockey has maybe one or two things he's particularly good at, but then grows his game, so to speak. How have you seen him grow?
I think he's learned to be a little more tactical on the dirt. I think he obviously had a lot of turf experience coming from Europe. But I think the biggest thing is getting some confidence over here, and just mentally being stable from through the ups and downs. I would say as a young rider, that was probably his biggest weakness, is being able to withstand the bad times. So he's learned to be pretty level-headed, and the more he does, I think the better he'll do.
I would imagine last spring here did a lot for his confidence at that time.
It did, and then he got a rude awakening when he went to Churchill. So
Such is life.
Yeah.